What's up, everybody? This is Passion 9. Welcome back to the Passion 9 stream, and this is Gravity Rush Remastered, where you get to defy gravity. That's the core mechanic of this game here. You get to defy gravity and explore this very nice looking steampunk town that's just kind of floating over what looks like an abyss. So this game's a little weird. Came out way back in 2012 as a PlayStation Vita title, and they remastered it for the PS4 not too long ago, I think like 3 or 4 years ago. And a sequel, a big sequel, was released not too long after. So yeah, I've had this game on my radar for a while because I heard it was, if nothing else, at least unique, you know, an original title. And yeah, I started playing it yesterday, and it's fine. It's alright. This is an okay experiment of a game. I don't know, it's got a cool mechanic where you can just kind of float anywhere you want. It doesn't feel like flying so much as like you're just falling into the air, and you have a button that can just drop gravity immediately and you fall back down without having to worry about fall damage, which is nice. So you have complete freedom to just float and fly everywhere. It's pretty cool. It's a nice little novelty, but there isn't much beyond that, though. There is combat. You do fight. You got like some basic kicks, and you can also do this. You can do an air kick into an enemy. But other than that, the combat seems pretty basic. It is kind of fun because it does involve your gravity powers. But then there's the story, which, to be honest, is like sloppy as hell. Like as soon as the game starts, you're this amnesic girl who has these powers, has this mysterious cat, shadowy cat thing, and you're immediately like kind of a superhero, sort of. But there's a lot that's just kind of left open, like the fact that this town is floating in space or something. Isn't like set up all that well. There's not much like world building when you start this game up. There's not much of like an explanation for what this place is, why this girl has gravity powers, or anything. It's very, very like, okay, here's your plot. Weird monsters coming out of nowhere, coming out of black holes, terrorizing the populace. You meet a local police officer who you sort of team up with, I guess. And it's weird. It's weird. There's a lot that's just kind of rushed by in this game's plot. It's not very good writing, honestly. I mean, there's some charm to it because some of the story is told through like comic book style dialogue, which is kind of neat. There's some of that. It's not always of the highest quality, but it does have sort of a low budget feel, plus the fact that this was on the Vita originally. I guess, you know, it's gonna come with a little bit of noticeable, I guess you could say, cheapness for a PS4 game. I mean, it's a nice looking game, but there is something a little just a tad bit dated here and there. Like, I find the cel-shaded models a little rough. Kat herself, the main character here, looks fine. She does have the weirdest walk animation I've ever seen, but usually she's just running, so. Like, if I hold the stick like this, she just does this weird little strut. It's kind of weird. But if you hold it down, she just runs. So it's all good. It's all fine. So yeah, when I started it up, I was slightly underwhelmed. But the gravity powers are actually pretty fun to mess with. There's a certain novelty to it. But I wouldn't say there's that much of interest beyond that. Not in the story or like... I mean, maybe it'll grow on me as I play, but... Like I said, the world building for this place and like... It's not very good at setting that stuff up, I feel like. It feels like the kind of thing that would be written by like... I don't know, a teenager. Who's just coming up with like a world for the first time. And doesn't know how to like set that stuff up in an interesting way that like takes its time, you know what I mean? There's none of that in this game. The story feels very jumpy. Characters kind of come and go. But it looks interesting. I like the steampunky architecture. The design of the city itself is kind of cool. So I think that sort of open-worldy structure with your little floaty powers, it might be enough to carry me through the whole game. I'm not sure yet, but if nothing else, I could definitely say it looks and feels unique. It's got that going for it. But man, I do wish the story was a little less sloppy. And I also wish that the main missions were all as fun as you would want them to be in a game with this mechanic. Like, I already went through a stealth section not too long ago that forces you to avoid floating around too much. And I would think when you have a main mechanic like this, the last thing a game should do is tell you not to use it. Plus, stealth sections in open world games just suck, let's be honest. It's the reason why I could never get into Assassin's Creed. But here's the story mission. Let's check that out. Pandora's fortunes. Let Pandora open the box to your soul. Wonder if she can shed some light on my situation. She named her cat Dusty, so that's kind of funny. It's also funny because her name's Cat, and she has a cat. The shifter without a past, adrift on the river of forgetfulness. I have been expecting you. Oh, it's a fortune teller lady. There we go. Maybe we'll get all the answers to the lore right here. You are lost, you seek to ask, who am I, and why am I here? Well, now that you mention it, that cat-like creature, your fateful meeting has brought you power. That's amazing. How did you know all that? Say hello, Pandora. Oh god, she's got a creepy, like, doll puppet. What the heck is up with that? Yeah, I kind of have the same reaction there. Creepy. What? Why would a fortune teller have a dummy? It's kind of weird. What's that, Pandora? This young lady is about to meet a man who will change her destiny? What? A man? Who? Your fates are intertwined. Together you will open the door to a new world. I like the sound of that. Forget my past. Tell me more about this meeting with Mr. Destiny. No, your past is kind of more important. Why not just... What's that, Pandora? He's where? And this envelope contains instructions to find him? I'll take that. Thanks for the fortune. She's just asking for the next quest instead of like where she comes from and why she's magic. There goes my meal budget. That teller cost me a fortune. Yeah, that's what they do. They steal your money. Alright, let's check the instructions here so I can hurry up and find Mr. Destiny. Wow, I can barely read her writing. Yeah, that's sloppy. The white flyer, the blue flag on high, the red runners. The open gateway, and the invitation underground. Okay then. I don't get this new age nonsense. Oh, the dialogue also tries to be pretty funny. It tries to be like... There's a lot of like... I don't even know if irreverence the right word, but it's... Like, the story is not as dour as you would expect, given, like, the ornate setting and everything. It's like, there's a lot of quirk to it. All the characters have a little bit of, like, quirky jerky going on. So I gotta go towards here. Yep. So, yeah. So far, this is what most of the quests involve. You got your target, you go and you chase it. That's using your floaty powers. That's, by and large, what you're doing here. This is definitely one of those games, as far as I can tell, that where the core novelty, the core mechanic, is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Because everything else in this game is sort of, I guess, hit or miss. It's just kind of there. But as you can see, the float powers are really cool. They look good in motion. It feels kind of good to do. It's nice, simple controls once you get the hang of it, which doesn't take long. It flew off on me. Even if I could catch up, how would I know which one has the right white flyer? Uh-oh. Oh god, are we gonna have to interact with... Oh boy. Forgive me, viewers. Oh no! I am not voicing him. This kid can't be Mr. Destiny, that's a little weird. That'd be a little weird. Can't make any sense of what he's going on about. Okay, I get it. We have to find his... Okay, we gotta... Yep. So yeah, that's how most of the interactions in the game go. Very kind of RPG-esque. Although I have to say, it's interesting because when they are fully voiced, which is rare, and the only character I've actually heard speak is Kat. But when she speaks, she has the same sort of, like, made-up foreign dialogue that you hear in, like, Shadow of the Colossus, or Ico. It's like Team Ico speak, and it kind of makes me, a little disappointed that there isn't more of that. Because, I don't know, I kind of dig it in the Team Ico games. There's something very otherworldly about it. A made-up sort of language. It just gives the otherworldliness of whatever they're setting up as, like, gives it some kind of authenticity. 'Cause it sounds, you know, different. But nope, it's mostly speech bubbles. I mean, they're kind of charming, I guess. But this be a low-budget game, you know? It can only have so much spoken dialogue. Oh! There we go. Yeah, you are kind of timed with your powers. You can't stay in the air for too long without, like... It does recharge, but you lose momentum. So I'm wondering, are we about to get to some combat maybe? I wouldn't mind showing some of that off. There ain't much to show with it, but... But at least it's decent combat. I'm not going to say the combat is bad. I don't know, this might be one of those games where just enough comes together, just enough works, that I might see it through to the end, but... It does feel a little bit anemic, you know? Just a tad. Okay, did I get all the thingies? Thingamabibbles? Oh no, there's one more. Or 7. We need to collect 7 of these balloons. It's just an excuse to get me floating, viewers. Why not? That's all this game needs. Just a good reason for you to keep floating around. Oh. Although I gotta say, with smaller items like this, or smaller targets, it does feel a little bit finicky, but you can like aim her, as you can see. You get like a little reticle that you can aim yourself towards an object, which was smart. Smart design. Without that, I think the game would be a lot harder to play. So it almost feels like you're shooting her through the air with the control. You take aim and you just fire away. And there's even upgrades where you can make her faster. So that's kind of neat. Oh, that guy has the balloon. It's like he was waiting for the balloon to come to him. Excuse me, that red balloon, is that yours? Excuse me, miss, have you seen my son around? Oh, okay, so this guy's he's the dad. Simple. See, one thing leads to another, viewers. That's it. Sometimes it just works out that way. Wait, am I supposed to do that? Where's the balloon? Am I supposed to take this dude with me? Alright, kinda seems that way. This is another thing you can do. You can carry objects or people along with you, apparently. Which sometimes you have to do. Of course, now I have to find... And thank goodness this game has markers to tell you where you're going, because this is not the kind of open world game where I'd want to figure that stuff out for myself. Just keep that momentum going. Yep, surely enough, that was the quest. Oh no, now he's missing? Ran off to explore that tunnel again. There's something strange about it. Oh, that just happens to be something we need to... Okay. Alright. Interesting. A lot of coincidences in this game. Something seems odd about this tunnel. The air feels different here, like I'm being watched. Maybe it's all just an illusion and we're just figments of someone's... Oh, come on now, dude. Don't get so deep all of a sudden. It's weird though, because so far that's what the main quests have felt like. They feel almost like side quests. Like there doesn't seem to be a core plot going on here. Ooh, what is this? Flim Flam, fortune teller's fault, all this crazy stuff happening. None of this was in the prophecy. Prophecy? What prophecy? The game never even mentioned one of those. Oh, there's enemies though. Holy cow, these things are different than I've... These are not the usual enemies. This is also not a usual location. Weird. And I lost my gravity powers. Oh no. Well, this is a break from the norm. I'm in Lovecraft world. There's the cat. Okay, good. Chase the cat. See, the cat is what gives her her gravity powers. That's the only thing we really know about her so far. She's got a bond with the weird shadowy cat thing. That's it, viewers. That's all we get. The rest we just gotta ponder, I guess. I don't know. It's the only cliche thing this game has. Well, maybe not the only cliche thing, but it's the only, like, very video gamey cliche thing that this game has done, is that this girl has amnesia. Which is kind of annoying. I get tired of amnesia in plots. I do wish it did something a little, just better. Uh-oh. Oh god. Funky music. This can't be good. This guy's gonna be pure comic relief. I'm the man who's going to change your destiny. Oh god. Every 5 minutes she bumps into somebody that knows her destiny, but doesn't say anything. I'm the creator of this world. What? No, you're not. You're an old man who lives in a who lives in a sewer. You poor old man. Being stuck down here all alone must have really gotten to you, huh? And as a creator, I have a request. You need help finding your way home. I guess we're in the same boat here. Wait, you need me to open a bottle? Is that it? Childproof caps do not concern. Alright then, I guess. Oh, this game. Sometimes it is actually funny, just how flippant this writing can be. 'Cause it seems deliberate at times. The letter from the fortune teller led me to what I thought was just an eccentric, lonely old man, but I was soon come to discover the truth behind the fortune and how this man would change my destiny. She says that about every character she meets in this game. Huh? How did I end up back here? In the tunnel. It's gone again. Dusty, where were you? Don't run off like that. I really didn't think Dusty was going to stay as the name of this cat, but that's pretty freaking funny. I should have known better than to listen to a fortune teller. That crazy old man's about as far from destiny as we can get. So she just imagined all that just now? Maybe he is the creator. Yeah. I don't know. That's this game's storytelling. It just kind of happens. Things just happen. With very little, like, preamble, things just kind of happen. I wish we could have shown off the combat here, but still early going, so I don't really know how often that pops up. I don't really have a quick example, a go-to way to get to the combat. Where's my save area? Am I in the wrong spot? There is a fast travel of sorts that this game has. Even though you can get around pretty quickly like this. But it could also feel kind of weird enough that sometimes the fast travel is just better. If I could find it. I don't like have the layout of this town perfectly done yet, so that does kind of get in the way. Doggies! What's up, doggies? Kind of like the music. I mean, this main theme for the city is the only thing I've really heard so far, but it's nice. It's a nice tune. But yeah, so far I think this is alright. This game, I like how original it is. It's weird, it's different. It is unique. Storytelling is a little slight feeling for something so otherworldly, but hey. Also, this is her house. Early in the game, she just falls down a tunnel and ends up in there. And she just makes that a house. And she's not even that, like, down about it. Like, she lives in a pipe. And she's just, like, cool with it. She's, like, all excited, gathers furniture up. It's one optimistic character, I have to say. I don't know that I'd be so, like, yeah, that's her house. Because she doesn't remember who she is, so she just lives there now. Now, normally that'd be a cause of grief for a lot of people, but not Cat. Cat don't care. She just makes a house wherever she wants. That's it. So I don't know, maybe we should look for some combat? Maybe. It wouldn't hurt, right? I want to show it off. But I don't know where to go. Where do I go to engage in some monster killing action? But like most open world games, outside of the main quest, you just get these little challenges. I tried one of them, and it's not the most exciting thing. You've got like little timed collectible thingies, races and stuff. It's not very interesting. So I've been sticking to the main stuff, really. See, now that's cool. Look at the bridge there. Steampunk as hell. Lots of just really creative steampunky stuff going on here. Kind of reminds me of like Dark Cloud. I think that's the vibe I get the most. Free race. See, there's races. You can do little races. Pretty typical open world stuff. Even if like the city and the mechanic you have is unique. The actual structure of this game is like PlayStation 2 era open world. Just gonna put it out there. But yeah, that's Gravity Rush. A fun little game. It's only $10 on PSN, or at least it was. That deal might have ended, but if the deal's still there, it's only like 10 bucks. I recommend it if you're looking for something a little refreshing. Just keep your expectations low when it comes to the storytelling, maybe. And what a lot of open worlds today have, you know. But anyway, that's all for now, viewers. Live for the passion.